Hello, Steve Walker here again at Promise Money. Today I want to talk about the fact that it is reported that huge numbers of landlords are selling up and why that might be, but also what opportunities does that present for other landlords who want to buy, or for even people who want to buy houses to live in. So, why are landlords selling? Well, there's a lot of landlords who are reportedly coming towards retirement age. I'd have thought it was a good time to keep hold of properties, but maybe they've got to such a stage they're thinking, you know what, let's turn it into cash. So, nothing wrong with that. But looking at the economics of being a landlord and some of the issues they're facing, there's lots of reasons to get out. Doesn't mean it's a good idea, but let's talk about those very quickly. Changing the tax regime makes it less profitable. New rules about energy performance certificates coming in. You've got to upgrade your property, you've got to retrofit it to be able to rent it out in the future. That could come at a big cost. Do you really want that? If you're a homeowner, you haven't necessarily got to put up with that right now. We have got rates going really, really high. So if they've got a mortgage on their property, that's meaning that their profits are squeezed even further. They might not even be making a profit. So the yields they're getting for the property is low. Property prices are stagnating. They're not seeing any capital growth at the moment. In fact, they're probably seeing their assets coming down. There's new rules coming in about how they're going to be able to regain possession of their property if they want to. So it's getting tougher to get your property back. And so consequently, we're seeing lots of landlords selling or trying to sell with tenants in situ. And we're seeing reports of this where loads of them, they're just selling it as it stands with a tenant in situ because they want to get out. And against that depressing backdrop, well, you could be forgiven for blaming them, really, couldn't you? But the question is now the time to do that? Because there's an argument for saying, well, maybe we're getting towards the end of the worst of it. In fact, we could be at the beginning of it getting an awful lot better. So if you're a landlord sitting on a property right now, and you're trying to sell it as a going concern, well, if another landlord wants to buy it, he's going to struggle because interest rates are high. Therefore, when he's doing his mortgage calculations on affordability, he can't borrow as much as he used to. So he's got to put more cash in. So there are going to be lots of landlords who would have bought in the past and going to be thinking, well, I don't necessarily want to buy now because I can't get the mortgage amount that I want to get. Therefore, I'm going to put more cash in. Therefore, I'm going to bid you less. So that's going to depress prices as well further. So there's a counter argument here. If you're a landlord, we're already seeing the high streets starting to have rate wars on residential mortgages. Hasn't really filtered into buy-to-let yet. But if they are thinking about offering much cheaper long-term fixed rates, that means they think it's getting better, surely. They think that rates are going to come down. If inflation is going to be tackled anytime soon, and we might get another small base rate rise, but if the longer term projection is that inflation is better under control, interest rates can come down, consumer confidence starts to go up, property transactions start to move, and I'm talking more in the homeowner sector, prices of properties starts to normalise, I think it probably already has, and starts to go up again, then as a landlord, is now the time to be getting out? I know all the things about EPCs and yields and all the rest of it, but there's going to be if lots of other landlords get out, there's going to be a shortage of rental property. Does that mean that rental yields could actually go up? Rents go up as prices come down, as mortgage rates come down. I don't know, I'm just not sure that now is the time to bail out because you're fed up with it. You've got to look at the longer term economics and just work out for your property what you've got to do to get it to the new EPC standards, and maybe just stop, pause and think, right, if things are going to get better, how could this look for me? And if you're a homeowner or trying to get onto the homeowner ladder, with so much property around that landlords are selling, is it an opportunity for you to buy at a low price? You may even be a first-time landlord and you could buy a property with a sitting tenant, but they're going to leave. At some point they are going to go. So is it an opportunity to get onto the ladder, or maybe do a deal with the sitting tenant and buy them out? Who knows? But I think properties now are getting towards as low as they're going to be, and particularly landlords' properties are being sold probably below market because they're at a place mentally where they just want to get out. And that's always dangerous. When you're doing something just because you're fed up with it, you can make bad decisions. So as a landlord, stop, pause, give it a little while, look at what's happening on the rates, look at what mortgage rates are doing, where's the market going to be, is the confidence going to come back? And if in 3 or 4 months' time you can see that the market and confidence is improving, where does that leave you in terms of the decisions you're about to make right now? So yeah, stick or twist. I think I'd stick for a little bit longer, but I might not be right. So it's all down to you. But I hope you found this contrary view interesting, and don't forget to check out our other videos on YouTube. And if you are a landlord and you totally disagree with me, that's fine. But check out all the other products that we've got, which are ideal for landlords, lending products, bridging, buy-to-let mortgages, development finance, etc., etc. Check those out on our YouTube channels. There's some good videos there which might help you change the direction of what you're doing, and from being a landlord to being maybe a property developer flipper, because I'm convinced that we are about to reach the time when there's going to be some good property deals to be had, and there's going to be profit built into the purchase price. So that's a contrary view for landlords, really. Maybe just become property investors and flip them. Bye for now. Wish you luck. Bye bye.